In the picturesque village of Willowbrook, where the sun danced through the leaves of ancient trees and the scent of wildflowers hung in the air, there lived a young man named John. With his tousled brown hair and warm, hazel eyes, he was beloved by all who knew him for his kind heart and gentle nature. Yet, despite the love and admiration of his friends and neighbors, John carried within him a longing that he could not quite explain. One crisp autumn morning, John decided to take a walk through the woods that bordered the village. As he wandered along the winding path, his thoughts drifted to the mysterious yearning that tugged at his soul. He felt as though there was something missing from his life, something he could not name but desperately wished to find. Lost in contemplation, John scarcely noticed when the trees thinned and he emerged into a sunlit clearing. It was a place of breathtaking beauty, bathed in golden light that filtered through the canopy above. And there, standing amidst the dappled shadows, was a vision of ethereal beauty that took his breath away. She was Sarah, a girl whose very presence seemed to illuminate the forest around her. With her long, flowing hair the color of spun gold and eyes that sparkled like the stars, she captivated John's heart in an instant. Their gaze met across the clearing, and in that moment, time seemed to stand still. There was a connection between them, a spark of recognition that transcended the boundaries of mere mortals. It was as though they had known each other for eternity, their souls entwined in a dance as old as time itself. With hesitant steps, John approached Sarah, his heart pounding in his chest. He could feel the pull of destiny drawing him towards her, urging him to take a leap of faith into the unknown. "Hello," he said, his voice barely a whisper against the backdrop of the forest. "Hello," Sarah replied, her voice like music to his ears. And as they spoke, they realized that they shared a connection that went beyond mere chance. It was as though they were two halves of a whole, destined to find each other across the vast expanse of time. As days turned into weeks and weeks turned into months, John and Sarah's love blossomed like a flower in springtime. They spent their days exploring the beauty of the forest, their laughter echoing through the trees as they danced beneath the stars. But amidst the joy and laughter, there lingered a sense of something more, a feeling that their bond was not confined to this lifetime alone. Strange dreams began to haunt their nights, fleeting glimpses of lives long past that left them with a sense of déjà vu. In these dreams, they saw themselves walking hand in hand through ancient cities, their love enduring through the ages like a beacon in the night. They saw themselves as star-crossed lovers in medieval times, as soulmates torn apart by war and conflict, and as kindred spirits separated by the cruel hand of fate. Together, John and Sarah delved into the mysteries of their shared past, piecing together fragments of memories that hinted at a love that had spanned lifetimes. They pored over ancient texts and whispered legends, searching for clues to the secrets that lay buried deep within their souls. And with each revelation, their bond grew stronger, as if they were weaving together the threads of destiny itself. For they knew now that their love was not bound by the constraints of time and space, but was instead a force of nature that transcended all boundaries. Yet as John and Sarah's love deepened, so too did the forces that sought to keep them apart. In the heart of the forest, a darkness began to stir, its tendrils reaching out to ensnare them in its grasp. Driven by a sense of duty and sacrifice, John and Sarah embarked on a journey to confront the forces that threatened to tear them apart. Along the way, they faced trials and tribulations that tested the strength of their love, but through it all, they remained steadfast in their commitment to each other. They battled through storms and tempests, their love shining like a beacon in the darkness. And though they were battered and bruised by the trials they faced, they emerged from the crucible of adversity stronger than ever before. For they knew now that their love was not simply a fleeting romance, but a bond that had been forged in the fires of eternity. And as they stood together, hand in hand, they knew that nothing could ever tear them apart. As John and Sarah journeyed through the ages, they witnessed the echoes of their love reverberating through history. They saw themselves as lovers in ancient Egypt, their souls intertwined like the serpents on a pharaoh's crown. They saw themselves as knights and maidens in medieval times, their love a beacon of hope in a world consumed by darkness. But through it all, one thing remained constant: their love endured, unyielding and unwavering in the face of adversity. For they knew now that their bond was not bound by the constraints of time and space, but was instead a force of nature that transcended all boundaries. And as they looked upon the tapestry of their intertwined destinies, they realized that their love was a thread that ran through the very fabric of the universe. It was a love that had been written in the stars, a love that would endure for all eternity. As John and Sarah stood atop the windswept cliff, their hearts overflowing with love and gratitude, they gazed out at the breathtaking vista spread out before them. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm, golden glow over the landscape and painting the sky in hues of pink and orange. In that moment, time seemed to stand still as they embraced, their souls entwined in a dance as old as time itself. For they knew that their journey had been nothing short of miraculous, a testament to the enduring power of love in the face of adversity. As they stood there, bathed in the soft light of the setting sun, they reflected on the trials and tribulations they had faced along the way. They had battled against the forces of darkness and despair, weathering storms and tempests that threatened to tear them apart. But through it all, their love had remained steadfast and true, a beacon of hope in a world consumed by chaos. And now, as they stood together, hand in hand, they knew that their love was stronger than ever before. It was a love that had been forged in the fires of eternity, a love that had endured through the ages and would continue to endure for all time. As they looked out at the world spread out before them, they felt a sense of peace and contentment wash over them. For they knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, united in their love and their commitment to each other. And as they turned to walk back towards the village, their hearts filled with hope and anticipation for the future, they knew that their love would continue to echo through the ages, resonating with a sense of inevitability and eternal bond that could never be broken. For they were two hearts, united as one, destined to love each other for all eternity. And as they walked hand in hand into the sunset, they knew that their love would endure forevermore.